It's my privilege to share a few reflections with you in honor of Nancy and on the occasion of her ordination. We, all of us gathered here on this historical occasion, making history in and for the church, we are the outcast of our church. We are the intrinsically disordered, the excommunicated, and the criminal, according to the magisterium. On October 30th of 1986, the Vatican declared lesbians and gay people, quote, objectively disordered, close quote, and their sexual experiences, quote, intrinsic moral evil, even in the context of long-term committed relationships. Gays and lesbians are prohibited from full participation in the canonical church unless these individuals hide their identity. These labels, of course, condemn several among us. People we know and love. People who we know are not morally disordered. Rather, we know in our experience that moral disorder can afflict any human being, that moral disorder is not intrinsically tied to sexual preference, that in fact moral disorder afflicts religious and political leaders. It can hijack political and religious institutions, even cultures at large. We know that even a pope might live in moral disorder, even while claiming infallibility and moral perfection. Indeed, we wonder. We suspect. Benedict XVI does. It was actually May 30th of 2008, very close, May 29th, pardon me, the day before the Feast of Joan of Arc, that the magisterium pronounced us excommunicated because we support women who have attempted ordination, or we are women who have attempted ordination. That is our grave offense. We are prohibited full participation in the canonical church. Yet pedophile priests have not been excommunicated, not even those who have been successfully prosecuted in criminal courts. Indeed, some of them receive lifetime annuities from the church. And we, many of us, experience our communion with the church. Just a couple weeks ago, on July 15th, 2010, the magisterium pronounced those who support women who attempt ordination and women who attempt ordination criminals, declaring us the equivalent of pedophiles in the clergy, declaring our actions equivalent to crimes of child sex abuse. This label condemns us, women and men like you and me. And yet we know that the current pope and many bishops qualify as criminals under the laws of many nations, having conspired to commit child abuse, aided and abetted in child abuse, and having acted as accessories after the fact. We also know we are faithful members of the church. Ordained leaders of the Roman Catholic Church have just lost touch with the basic gospel message to love all, give all, forgive all, and judge no one but yourself. They've forgotten the purpose of priesthood, confusing support of and obedience to the magisterium with service to the people of God. They have confused loyalty to the magisterium with commitment to the gospel. They have confused themselves with the church. They have confused the magisterium as church with grace. They have confused authority with power over one another and the people of God. The Pope may wear Prada shoes, But the emperor has no clothes. I'm glad you can find some humor in this. Despite these devastating labels imposed on us by Roman Catholic leaders, not all of us, but many of us, claim the Roman Catholic Church as ours. And all of us move forward. We live out the gospel imperatives in prophetic obedience. As a faith community, we call Nancy Corran, a founding member of our community, to priestly service among us. We ritually celebrate our call. We ritually celebrate her acceptance. We affirm the service to which we call her. She is highly, as you know, highly qualified, competent, gifted, authentic, as qualified as any man or woman ordained in the entire Roman Catholic world. Yet she comes to ordination already excommunicated. Nancy's ordination, in light of her qualifications, dramatically reveals the state of moral disorder in the Vatican. However, the significance of what we do tonight transcends Nancy, and it transcends even this community. Tonight, we claim the priesthood of believers for all the baptized. We claim the ability and authority to govern ourselves on behalf of the whole church. We claim a discipleship of equals in which ordained women and men have no inherently greater status and role for renewal of all Roman Catholic priestly ministry. We claim gender equality and the potential holiness of any sexual preference in the name of the gospel for all who follow Jesus. We stake these claims for the future of the church. As we move into the sacred ordination rite, as you exercise the role that Roman Catholic bishops have exercised for at least a millennium, we, the outcast, take our place at the table. We claim our moral integrity. We claim our status as good citizens of the church. We claim full inclusion in the body of Christ. We claim our dignity. We claim our equality. The outcasts come to the table. Jesus and Mary Magdalene rejoice.